Okay, what's up? All right. Good evening, everyone. What's up? क्या हाल चाल है? As you all know, my name is Dr. Umesh Wadhavani और ये है हमारा दूसरा एपिसोड for Talking Hustle. और आज यार you have no idea मैं कितना excited हूँ. You have no idea. Okay, what's up? All right. Good evening, everyone. What's up? क्या हाल चाल है? Okay, so the reason for my excitement is one of my really good friends, Amalie. अभी अभी मैंने उनका नाम सही से प्रोनाउंस करना सीखा है. सो हर नेम इज अमालिया, जो अपने आप को गोरी छोरी बुलाती है. एंड आई केम अक्रॉस अ पेज अ फ्यू मंथ्स बैक, लाइक लॉकडाउन शुरू ही हुआ था. एंड आई केम अक्रॉस अ पेज ऑन वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड्स, अमित. अमित है उसके पेज पे. एंड मैंने उसका एक वीडियो देखा जहाँ पे शी वाज लिप सिंकिंग टू इंडियन सॉन्ग्स. पर हमने बहुत सारे लोगों को ऐसे देखा है ना कि लाइक बहुत सारी गोरियां या गोरे they make different videos and lip syncing or reacting to Bollywood films and everything. So what was so different about her, which kind of, I was like, yaar ye bandi unique hai because of her energy and her her literal love for our languages. मैं exaggerate कर रहा हूँ या नहीं, you will decide, but मुझे लगता है कि she is more Indian than me and a lot of Indian friends of mine. Like उसका जो प्यार है ना हमारे देश के लिए और हमारे लैंग्वेजेस के लिए, इज जस्ट अनरियल. सो मुझे उसकी पूरी जर्नी जाननी थी. सो आई हैव इनवाइटेड हर. सो लेट्स वेलकम, बुलाते हैं उसको. बट before I call her in, I want you all to kind of subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give this stream a like and share this with your friends. शुरू करते ही let's spread some love, है ना? We have 11 people right here. Yes, man, Rohan, she indeed is. So uh, मेरा YouTube का मैं this side चल रहा है, so I'll be keep on looking at this side बार बार. So please ऐसा मत सोचना मैं distract हो रहा हूँ. Let's bring Emily in. Are you all ready? Shall we? And she's here.
I'm here.
What's up?
Nothing.
I will not try to pronounce your correct name now. Like
Why?
Amalia.
हाँ Amalie.
Amalia, what's up? क्या हाल चाल?
मैं ठीक हूँ, आप बताइए.
मैं भी बढ़िया यार. Dude, मैं तुझे कितनी बार बताऊं कि आई एम सो लाइक कि कब से मैं तुझसे बात कर रहा हूँ, लाइक कब से आई एम ट्राइंग टू गेट यू ऑन.
For like आधा साल के लिए.
आधा साल के लिए. I contacted you, I remember, in June
Yeah.
for Fitness for Youth. And
हाँ.
मुझे बहुत इच्छा थी. मैं देखो आपके सामने आके ना मेरा हिंदी हड़बड़ा रहा है ऑनेस्टली,
No
बिकॉज
no 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 don't say.
आई फील यू स्पीक बेटर हिंदी देन आई.
अरे ये झूठ है, ये सच नहीं है, बिल्कुल सच नहीं है.
अच्छा मालिया, हाउ वुड यू इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ? लाइक कौन हो तुम? मुझे तो पता ही नहीं. ऑल आई नो इज यू आर एन एंटरटेनर फॉर मी.
What I am, I'm just me. I don't know what to put it in. I'm just Amalie ना. मैं एक लड़की हूँ, छोटा सा द्वीप से हूँ और that's just who I am ना. It's
एक
not much
लड़की
more
हूँ,
to it.
छोटा छोटा सा ड्रीम है.
नहीं द्वीप द्वीप द्वीप
द्वीप है.
आइलैंड.
ओ
आइलैंड. हाँ जी.
आई वाज इन स्कूल जब मैंने द्वीप वर्ड यूज किया था.
हाँ हाँ, ये बहुत ही शुद्ध हिंदी है.
ओके. सो यू आर a girl from a छोटा सा लक्षद्वीप. नहीं, लक्षद्वीप नहीं, द्वीप. Whereabouts that द्वीप is?
Island.
कहाँ पे है आइलैंड वो?
It's situated in North Norway, so like above the Arctic Circle.
Okay.
क्योंकि नॉर्वे एक बहुत लंबा कंट्री है. It's like very thin and very long. So
Okay.
half of it is above the Arctic Circle, and this is where like Northern Lights happen, Midnight Sun, all the famous things, and all you've seen pictures from Norway.
all the things that are in people's bucket list, सब लोग
Yes.
अपनी bucket list में बना के रखते हैं. And Northern Lights are so common. It's like Akshay
For
Kumar.
us it is, yes.
Yeah, it's Akshay Kumar. हर किसी के लिस्ट में होता ही होता है. जैसे हर
हाँ
मूवी में
हाँ.
अक्षय कुमार आ जाता है. it's good.
इसलिए
Okay,
मुझे लगता है कि आज रात होगा क्योंकि it's very like
जलाओ मत
there's no clouds and all.
जलाओ मत हमें
हम्म.
हमें जलाओ मत वहां पे बैठे बैठे.
मैं बस बता रही हूँ ना.
ओके सो नॉर्वे में आप पैदा हुए एंड वहीं पे यू ग्रू अप देयर राइट.
Mhm.
So before we go ahead, let me tell you the structure and मैंने ये शो या टॉक ये सेशंस या लाइव स्ट्रीम्स मैंने क्यों शुरू किए and see if we can divert our discussion towards there because I'm not even sure if you have hustled in your life at all. But but in my head, I believe that each and every person is a hustler in one or the other way. So
Yeah.
we will divert our chat there. But मैं है ना like I've been talking with a lot of youngsters these days. Like जब से lockdown हुआ है तब से कुछ ना कुछ कैंपेन चल रहा है and I'm interacting with a lot of youngsters. तो उसमें होता क्या है कि बहुत सारे लोगों को बहुत सारी चीजें करनी है इन देयर करियर्स. ओके
Mhm.
तो मैं हमेशा ये चीज बोलता हूँ कि जब मेरा जमाना था बिकॉज आई एम 80s किड तो हमारे जमाने में मेन प्रॉब्लम से ये था कि मम्मी पापा क्या बोलेंगे करने का और मुझे क्या करना है इन करियर राइट. पर अभी द केमिस्ट्री थोड़ा सा चेंज. अब मम्मी पापा उनको लिबर्टी देना शुरू किए हैं कि भाई तुम
Mhm.
तुम्हारी मर्जी से जो करना हो करो. But now with the liberty there is a lot of confusion. Now they want to do all the things alag alag साथ में. They want to do
Yeah.
5 things at a time. And that created a lot of confusion and the most of the stress related issues are because of these things. तो मुझे सिर्फ youngsters को एक message deliver करना है कि सारे लोग we are on the same boat. हम सब लोग hustle कर रहे हैं right.
Absolutely.
है ना. तो मैंने बोला इतने सारे मेरे अच्छे अच्छे दोस्त हैं आपकी तरह so let's have a chat with them about their journey.
Mhm.
तो मेरा पहला सवाल आपसे ये है कि are you a hustler? Are you hustling with something?
I would say that, like, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, yes, obviously.
Okay. अच्छा, what does hustle mean to you?
Hustle means to me just, trying to get most out of my days in a smart way, but not always being able to do it, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I have all these things I want to do, but I don't really know how to do it or how to get there maybe, so I make like small plans and I see what it leads there, because we all have a bigger goal, and
हाँ.
I believe to reach that goal now you have to work uh like continuously with like smaller goals that will eventually lead there. But मेरे लिए तो सबसे मुश्किल बात है, like what is my goal, like where do I want to end up, क्योंकि मेरे को मालूम नहीं. I really don't know. And my dad, he says like, he says that, you know what your problem is today? Like the problem of the youth. You have way too much to choose from. When I was young, we only had this and this to choose from. So, matlab, asani se na, you could
हाँ.
choose. But now it's like this whole world with opportunities, and it's hard to like land on, like to know if you made the right choice, if that makes sense.
It does. It does
Yeah.
make sense. So because यही है confusion सबका. And my dad tells me the same thing. My dad
Mm-hmm.
tells me two things. एक बोलते हैं कि तुम लोगों के पास बहुत चॉइस है, दूसरा तुम लोगों को रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी पसंद नहीं. So you all are running away from responsibility, and you are hiding under the umbrella of too many choices, and we are confused. है
Yeah.
ना. तो अच्छा तो गोल के बारे में बात करते हैं ना. लाइक क्या बच्चे थे जब तुम तो क्या सोचा था क्या बनना है बड़ा बन के.
Well, I grew up on a farm. My dad is a farmer, वो किसान है. So it's like it was naturally for me when I was young to think that I will just grow up and I'll continue the farm.
हाँ.
But then as I grew up now, you get interests and you get hobbies and all, and your mind mature and you start getting new ideas, and then you start getting confused.
हाँ.
So as for now, I think I want to just continue with India related stuff. Maybe go and live in India for a few years and work there, either like independently or through something in Norway. And then I think I'll eventually come back here when my dad starts to get like old and he doesn't want to work and help here, I think.
ओके. सो पहले
Yeah.
फार्मर का प्लान था अभी बट व्हाट
How
रिलेट्स
about
टू
you?
इंडिया. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय रिलेटेड टू इंडिया. लाइक क्या.
Well, that's the part I'm trying to figure out now. I just know that like जब मैं इंडिया में हूँ ना तो मैं बहुत खुश हूँ. Like I feel home there. I feel home with the people, with the culture. And I feel like I need less there to be happy, if that makes sense. To feel at peace. I don't know why it's like that. Because I didn't choose like to get interested in India.
Okay.
Like I really didn't. I don't know where this interest came from, with languages and all, and Hindi and music. But like it just happened, kind of. So because I have no relation to India, I have no relatives in India. I grew up on this small island. Like यहाँ पे बस 250 लोग रहते हैं ना. There's like no Indian people here. There's no foreign people here at all.
Okay. तो
So
सब लोग एक दूसरे को जानते होंगे ना वहाँ पे अंदर
yeah, yeah.
फैमिली है 250. यहाँ पे 250 लोग का
हाँ
एक फैमिली हो जाता है.
जी.
ओके.
Yeah.
तो लाइक आई आइडेंटिफाई लाइक जब भी मैं आपके बारे में सोचता हूँ तो आई रिलेट यू विद 3 थिंग्स. फिटनेस, म्यूजिक एंड लैंग्वेजेस.
Yeah.
कौन सा सबसे पहले आया लाइक?
Music. That's what got me into it. Yeah, because I remember it was like 5 years ago I started listening to Indian music. And then I get so I got kind of dragged into it all then. And then I just continued to listen to music. I would write down songs in Hindi. I didn't know at that time how to write or read, but I would like copy it. And then I started studying Hindi 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago. Okay.
Yes.
But let's go back 5 years. जब आप 5 साल के थे, कौन सा गाना सुना था? What was that freaking Bollywood song?
Oh no, I wasn't 5 years old. It was just 5 years
5 years
ago.
back. Okay.
Yeah.
So कौन सा गाना? कौन सा? How did you get it?
It was Jina Jina by Atif Aslam. So it's actually, I mean, he's a Pakistani singer, but it was an Indian movie. So it was, and I remember I was dancing around in my living room because I felt like when I listened to this song, it just took me to another place. Now, then I started discovering more and more, and now my Spotify, I don't know how many songs I have there. There's
what? Okay, wait. Are you on Spotify, or on your Spotify you have a lot of songs?
My playlist. I don't sing. Like I sing as a hobby, but I don't sing like that. No.
Okay. So you started with Jina Jina, and so you heard that song and you were like, okay, I love freaking Bollywood and or Indian music for that matter. What next? What did you do next?
Well, I kind of like broadened the perspective. So then I started listening to South Indian music, and I started listening to like Coke Studio, Sufi Ghazal, Gujarati music, Bengali music, Rabindra Sangeet, and I just kind of like found out like, okay, there's so many languages here, and they're all kind of different culture, different style, and I just learned more and more, kind of. So and then when I was done with schooling, I was like, abhi kya karungi na, abhi kya karungi? Like I didn't have any idea, and I found out that they had a bachelor that's called India Studies with Hindi in Oslo.
Okay.
So I didn't know what to do, so I was like, okay, I'll apply there, and I went. Like I moved half of Norway, like across half Norway, and I started studying Indian Hindi.
Okay, now that is really interesting. So आपको पता नहीं था कि आगे like ये bachelor's का करना क्या है? You just wanted to learn about India and so you just went there.
हाँ, उस टाइम पे ना मुझे नहीं पता था अगर मैं कुछ करूंगी इसके बारे में या बस ऐसे ही करूंगी ना. But it kind of led somewhere, so it kind of like grew. My interest grew, my love for India and Hindi and languages and all grew, and so now I kind of know that I want to do that, and I made so many friends in India.
A few of them are mutual friends.
Yeah. So I've actually never stayed at a hotel in India. Never.
Wow.
Never.
But did you have friends way like before you came in, like here?
No, I made friends over the internet, and I just went. And my mommy was like, "What?" I was like, "Mom, I ordered tickets to India. I'm going in September." She's like, "Okay, with who?" And I was like, "Akheli ja rahi hu." She's like, "What?"
See this kind of, you know, ये मेरा विश्वास बढ़ाता है लोगों में, because I get a lot of questions about कि यार लोगों पे trust कैसे करें हम. This is the most common question I get in my mental health sessions. So one of the most common, and I say कि यार दुनिया में लोग इतने बुरे नहीं हैं बुरे हैं, but इतने भी बुरे नहीं है. We are freaking 7 billion people. अगर सारे लोग बुरे होते तो फिर हमने एक दूसरे को मार के खत्म कर दिया होता, अभी दुनिया होती नहीं, है ना?
Yep.
So that's really cool. Okay, तो इंडिया आए, किससे पहले मिले थे? Who was the first friend?
Well, the first time I went was in February 2019.
हाँ.
And this was before I went alone, because at that trip I went for like 9 days and I went with my class actually.
Okay.
So that was not alone. That was like two, because we're three people in my bachelor's program.
Okay.
And now they've actually shut down the program because there's so few who apply. So that's very sad. Now it doesn't exist anymore. So I was lucky with that. But yeah, I went to Delhi for like 4 days and then we took train to Varanasi, because that's like where our fourth semester study is supposed to be.
Okay.
So yeah, that was my first time. But then I went alone again in September for 2 weeks to meet friends. Yeah.
कौन-कौन थे दोस्त, कौन-कौन थे? Someone is saying Rohan is like Amalia, give me a shout out.
Yeah, he's like my biggest musical friend, kind of. Like, he helps me with music and we kind of like send videos of each other singing and share music with each others and all. So,
is he a rapper or a musician or hip
no,
hop?
he sings. He's not a rapper, but he sings very beautifully.
Nice. Rohan bro, hit me up. We should be in touch, because yeah, honestly, hit me up, because I have a group of musician friends. My two brothers are musicians, so you guys can collaborate and stuff. So I'm giving you a shout out right here. Okay, guys, we will be taking questions as well. So if you want to ask anything to Gori Chhori, please. Someone is saying Rohan is saying she's a musical prodigy. She's real life Kim Possible. I don't know what is who is Kim Possible. Or
It's a Disney cartoon. She's like a high school girl slash like secret agent who like kind of go and beats up bad guys and stuff.
Are you mad?
No. He thinks so, but he probably thinks about the whole like gymnastics wall apart, and maybe, I don't know. I've never really asked him. I just let him call me that.
So how many languages do you speak now?
Fluently, I would say only 3.
Okay.
My mother tongue, Norwegian, English, and then Hindi. But then I know a lot of things about a lot of things.
Like, so I can. You know Gujarati a bit.
Well, I can read and write Gujarati, and I can understand a bit along with Marathi. And then I can actually read Malayalam, but it's very bad. Like, I
You can read Malayalam.
Yeah.
Dude, I know Mallu people who can't read Malayalam.
I know, but they can speak it. I can't speak it. And then I like to like write. So I told you now I would write songs in Hindi before knowing how to read and write. So I do that with like Telugu and Bengali also. Tamil, I write. I just copy it down. So I'll eventually learn. I just have to get done with school first, I think.
So abhi kya chal raha hai? Like, are you still doing that, the bachelor's? Chal raha hai abhi?
Yeah, I have one semester again after Christmas. So I have my exams this month and next month. Alongside Hindi, there's also a lot of sociology, because it's like a side kind of subject. So there's a lot to read in sociology. A lot.
Okay. What have you learned about India, which is very fascinating for you?
You know, I always struggle to answer questions like these because they're so big. Like, I don't know where to start.
You can start with whatever comes to your mind.
Well, I think I want to say first that like a lot of other Western people, I only knew a lot of like stereotypical things about India. And actually here in school in Norway, we learn about Hinduism. We learn a little bit about Indian history, but not as near as like close to and detailed as I have learned now. I've had a history course in like a history course in Indian history. And I've had politics also. I had to write like a 10-paper essay about Indian politics. And then, yeah, that was...
How are you keeping your sanity intact?
I didn't, almost. Because I had to like write from 47 up to today. So there was a lot to like go through, and like yeah. And then I've also had a course in Hinduism, and because we learn a lot about Islam in school actually, but not so much about Hinduism. So that's why they chose to focus on Hinduism when we had it, like in the bachelor, because usually people here in Norway have more knowledge about Islam than Hinduism, because we learn all that in school. But yeah, what stands out the most? What I've learned, I don't know. I think how much culture and history there is in the language itself, actually, because there is a lot. You know, you have influence from like both Arabic, Persian, Sanskrit. There's like a bundle of cultures that's kind of like formed the language into what it is today. And like there's so much history, and you can like pick and choose. Like you have 4 different words for like love, for example, and they all have like different roots. In Norway it's not like that. Like I always tell people, the older language is, the more complex it is, because you have words that I can't give one word for in Norwegian. Like I have to like explain around it.
Like what?
Like for example, paradesya, that word alone.
Paradesya,
yeah, we don't have that word. So when I try to explain it, I have to like use a lot of other words, because you know, English and Norwegian, all that, they are very poor languages, I would say. They're very simple. They're not as rich. They're not as cultural and historical, kind of. Like it doesn't carry a lot of it with it.
Sorry, but सुन लो, ये जो लोग अंग्रेजी के गुरु बन के बैठे हैं, English is very simple language.
No, simple as in like it's not simple to learn necessarily, but it's simple is the way it is, like with the vocabulary.
I know what you mean. Okay. Arjun RJ is here. He had a few questions. So do you mind if I add him right here?
Yeah, you can add him, because I can't see the comments and all.
Yeah. But there are a few comments right here. So Ahmed is saying hi. Ahmed here. Your fitness videos are really impressive, and RJ boy is here. Yo, what's up?
Yes. What's up?
Hi.
Hi, Amalie. What's up, man? I love your work, man. I'm sorry. Straight up.
Thank you.
I've got to say that page of yours is energy.
Yeah, it's that's what I try. That's what I try to bring.
How are you guys anyway?
Be good,
How
man.
are you anyway? Can you hear
Sorry,
me?
I didn't hear you. Yeah, I can hear you, but
How are you? How are you doing? कैसी है यार?
मैं अच्छी हूँ, आप बताओ.
ये पूछ रहा बस. മലയാളത്തിൽ സംസാരിക്കാൻ അറിയോ? പക്ഷേ മലയാളത്തിൽ സംസാരിക്കാൻ അറിയില്ല. എഴുതാൻ അറിയുള്ളൂ.
I'll go hide now. Bye. Don't do that to me.
Sorry, I was speaking Malayalam. I actually saw you like writing Malayalam, and I thought you could actually speak it.
No, I said I can only read and write. I can't speak.
In my head, you're like next level thing, so I thought you could just speak it. You know, I thought you're like.
Don't overestimate me. No, I can't. I can't speak it right now.
Nice.
Okay, so I was Arjun. I was reading out some comments for Amalia.
Yeah.
Then we can go for the questions that you might have. So Ahmed was praising your body positivity messages. Keep spreading the positive messages. Sanchita is saying, "Whoa, so many languages." Hasib is like, "I feel you are very, very focused on learning new languages. You love challenges in life." Did you know that about yourself? Jyoti is saying she is amazing, always spreads positivity, really amazing. Ask her to sing her favorite song, Vivek.
नहीं होगा.
Come on.
Okay, नहीं.
एक तो बनता है यार, एक तो बनता ही है यार.
अबे.
चलो.
Okay, Arjun, what did you want to ask?
I mainly have 2 questions, right? So I love learning new languages, but I'm nowhere nearly on the level as you are. So what is your like root language? Like, go on.
Norwegian.
Do you feel like that's everywhere everything comes from and everything's connected to?
Absolutely not. But that's my mother tongue, so that's like what I know most.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Because I studied Sanskrit, and that kind of helped me study all these like different
Yeah,
languages. So I
yeah.
wondered if you had such language or.
No,
Uh,
no. So Norwegian is a Germanic language. So like the oldest languages are like Greek, Latin, Arabic, and Hindi. No, Sanskrit, you know. So every language kind of came out of that.
yeah. Right.
So way back, Norwegian is a Germanic language, and Germanic comes from like Latin more or less.
Okay.
So
Cool.
they're not actually that connected at all.
Cool. Sweet, man. Sweet. Another question I had for you is, you do so many things, so many
Yeah.
different things. Do you, in Norway, is there like 36 hours in a day or like 50 hours? Like, because there's 24 hours in England. So I just want to know, how do like, genuinely, how do you manage your time?
I'm actually, that's an illusion because I'm really bad at managing my time. Like I've been, yeah, but it's true. Are, sun lo na. Last, like since the lockdown and all started, I have been really like lazy up here. I've been really unstructured. I've been really struggling with kind of keeping a schedule. Like that's been a really, I feel like I've wasted a lot of time,
Yeah.
like generally.
Yo, I'm just, then I'm not doing anything, bro. I'm just nothing.
No, it just seems like I'm doing a lot, but I'm doing a lot of what I shouldn't do, and I'm doing too little of what I should do. So,
No, I don't think so. I think you're just doing you, which is amazing, because you're like,
yeah,
I don't know how it's working out for your life, but at least for the people who's following you, you're giving a dose of an amazing energy every day, and I love it.
yeah,
It's
that's something I prioritize now because I find a lot of happiness making other people happy. So
amazing, amazing.
yeah.
यार तू ये इंग्लिश भी बोलती है, अंदर हिंदी एक्सेंट आ जाता है, पता नहीं कैसे.
अरे पता नहीं क्या हुआ, पर लाइक द एक्सेंट मतलब बदल गया है क्योंकि मैं 1 साल के लिए यूएस में रहती थी ना, कुछ साल पहले, and then so I actually have an American like, so maybe it's more true for like elderly people, I don't know, but it gets easier for them to understand apparently. So that's how I kind of started switching a little bit, but then my Hindi became better, and it just, my English just, it's a mess now. It's a mess.
No,
But
nothing's a mess here, man. Just don't get it. It's cool.
Oh.
It's cool. It's very unique.
तू जब अपने गोल के बारे में बात कर रही थी कि you don't know what you need to do.
no,
I think all 6,000-7,000 followers or 9,000 followers you have, and the
6.
followers 6 और 2-3 हज़ार मेरे हैं. अगर हम एक छोटा सा सर्वे करेंगे ना, they all will tell you what you should do, and that would be,
okay.
I think मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि that's a unanimous. I think you should just make this as a full-time thing what you are doing.
That's it.
What
That's
am I
it.
doing? Okay.
That's what again. But ये कब से
Yeah.
शुरू किया तूने ये सब?
Well, when I first got my first like Indian good friends, they belong to a group called Kings United.
Okay.
It's a dance group in Mumbai.
Okay.
And so they kind of posted my video talking about them in Hindi on their page. It's gonna be 2 years now in May, I think, since that happened. And that's when I started getting an Indian follower base, and that's when I started posting India related videos, because before that I didn't, because I didn't have any Indian followers. And so it kind of just started as that, because I saw that people found it funny and they found it cool, and then I've just stuck with it.
You know what? Like one thing, I don't know if Arjun would agree or people who are watching us would agree on this. मैंने बहुत सारे, like I have a really good friend as well, like in back in London. She's from Hungary, and Hungary or how do you pronounce it?
Hungry.
But we say Ungarn.
Ungarn. What? Wait, what?
What did you say? What did you say? Whoa. What did you say?
I said in Norwegian we say Ungarn.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's a combination of Ungal and Ungarn.
You really took it there, like.
But that's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's okay.
So
Look at her like, yeah, it's okay, you weirdo.
I didn't do it. आगे बताओ.
तो मैं ऐसा बोल रहा था कि I have seen a lot of Gori Chhori is talking in Hindi and stuff. But मुझे तेरे साथ connection इसलिए बैठा कि because you are just so genuine. तुझे passion है language के बारे में, तो वो दिखता है. And that is so much like वो इतना transparent है कि तेरे videos कोई skip नहीं कर सकता. And I have told you so many times, and तो keep doing what you are doing. और उसका
Thank
हमें
you.
trailer भी देना अभी, ठीक है? कुछ
100%.
on it.
I agree to that. I cannot say enough. Your energy is contagious. It's just
Thank you.
that.
This for me is like the biggest compliment. Like it makes me so happy when people like get energy from me.
Isn't that so cool? Because it's not something that you can touch it or you can like see it. It's literally you are doing you in your room in Norway, and you're dancing to a Hindi song, and it's making my day out here in Manchester. Do you know what I mean? And it could, and I'm pretty sure that stands for somebody in Africa, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. So that's just so cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, coming back to the topic of hustle. India में आने के बाद, like, did you struggle with anything? I know तू आ गई थी यहाँ पे, कोई contact नहीं था and stuff. You just came here, friends का था support. So what were the initial days like in India on the second trip when you came on alone?
Well, I took an Uber to Vasai because that's where my friends live from the airport. So I took it.
अच्छा हुआ you didn't take a train, Virar train to Vasai.
I wanted to take a train, but my friends wouldn't let me, and I had a lot of baggage and all, and it was rush hour. So for their sake, I didn't do it because they couldn't like. But yeah, and so I just spent time there at their house. So my friends there, we were actually like 5 boys plus me.
Wow.
In like a small apartment, and they don't have like beds or anything. They have the roll-out mats, and so we were all sleeping there. And it was like first night because I came during monsoon season, and when I woke up basically in a pool of water, and I was like, "We have funny." So because it like flooded in, and I just remember I was so happy. And I was like, it's still hot, like it's raining, but it's still warm, like.
Wow. Where would you say it's like sorry, did I cut you off? Please finish your.
No.
I was just going to ask you, like, I don't know if you've like hustled. I don't know where this timeline of this like talk is going, but I want to ask like top 3 places in India, according to
Top 3 places.
Yeah, the cities or spots.
I like Vasai.
Like Vasai.
No. Okay, so Kerala. I've been to Kerala.
Yeah, man. Represent.
And yeah, so I like Kerala. I like Mumbai and Vasai, and I like Varanasi. For it's like they're all very different places. I haven't been to a lot of places in India. I was supposed to, but then Corona came along. So I was sent back home actually. I was in India in March, and they were like, सरकार ने कहा कि हम सबको वापस आना पड़ेगा, तो वापस आ गए.
तो तू आने वाली है ना वापस अभी?
Yeah, I was supposed to come like because when I was sent home in March, I was supposed to stay until June. So I was sent home in March, and I was like, okay, कोई बात नहीं, I'll come again in September. नहीं हुआ. And then I was planning now in January, but ऐसा लगता है कि नहीं हो सकता. तो I don't know. Yeah, it's the uncertainty that's bothering me the most.
तू बहुत ही सही जगह पे बैठी हुई है अभी. Like I see your videos. अभी वीडियो कॉल पे भी तू मुझे दिखा रही थी. You know Arjun, how she started the like the stream शुरू हुआ and she was like अभी Northern Lights दिखने वाले हैं आज रात को.
Yeah.
I was like, thank you so much.
Wait, Norway, right? What would you say your favorite spots in Norway?
My island.
Your island. And
Yeah.
what is it called?
Sørønøy.
I'm not going to say that.
Okay, wait. I want to try something because I've noticed this. In Norway, we have 3 extra letters. Okay. Which is not like
3
extra letters.
Extra letters. And there's one of them that I have heard no Indian can pronounce. Like
Go on.
So okay. Okay, we have A, O, which is in my last name, and then the one that people struggle with, Yeah. See, you do like like this.
Got it, bro. Got it, bro. Did I get it?
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Uh.
Yeah, because you like like this. You have like so.
I
It's
know,
like
like.
when you say kind of. But yeah.
Yeah,
So that's like I'm telling you because island in Norwegian is øy.
Okay.
sounds.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you want me to like show you outside right now? It's really pretty.
That'll be a
Today?
Yeah.
I'll take you because now it's like sun is setting there. I turn around and let's see. So now the sun is like setting here.
Oh, she's actually walking on the roof.
I didn't know yet. This is the roof.
Okay.
So now if it was June now, the sun would be like way up in the sky and it wouldn't set at all. But now it's already set. And this is the view from like this is my farm. So
Yes.
that's our farm.
You're just flexing now.
Literally,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm flexing. I'm proud of this place. No, it's beautiful.
यार ये क्या सीन बात कर दिया यार तूने
तू वहाँ के मारा नहीं है चलो अभी अंदर वापस अंदर आ जा हसीब भाई पूछ रहे हैं आपसे कि can you please share the moment where you found the language journey very hard and you couldn't progress? How did you keep going? Did you ask for help or are you an independent learner?
Wow.
I'm very independent because I'm a perfectionist, and that's a bad thing when you're learning a language. Like it's really bad. Because what I would used to do, I didn't speak until I knew that I could say it correctly, and then it was correct, and that holds you back. Like that'll keep you from making progress. But eventually I kind of warmed up because Indians are so welcoming and they get so happy and they just generally want to help you. So
Madam.
Yeah.
Madam.
But I got kind of stuck. Yes. And I remember when like I didn't know what to do because see the thing is that our teacher, he's a really good teacher. No, he's really good in Hindi and Sanskrit and all, but he's not a very good teacher. Like he doesn't have that art of teaching, if that makes sense. I have a lot of respect for him. I do, but I have to say that I've done most on my own. I've like because I just submersed myself in the whole thing, and like everything you do counts. So don't think that just sitting and like trying to learn grammar is how you learn a language. No, that's not how you do it. Like listen to music, watch movies. What I would do, I would watch TV series in Hindi, and I would have English subtitles on, and then I'd go back, change it to Hindi, and I'll write down sentences that I thought, okay, this can be useful. So I literally have a whole book of just sentences. It took me like 2-3 hours to get through one episode, but it helped. Like I didn't even like sit and study them afterwards. I just wrote and I learned eventually. And when I look back at it now, just half a year ago, like I can see that progressed a lot without really like sitting and doing too much, if that makes sense. So like every little thing you do counts.
I know. Like I can relate to this a lot. Because this is how I learned English.
Yeah.
this guy was like he used to bully me a lot. Okay, so I told him like I want to learn English, and he was like, okay, do one thing, start watching Hollywood films. And I'm like, okay, where do I start? He was like, pick an actor and watch all of his films or her films. Okay, so I started with Will Smith and I watched all of his films, starting from 7 Pounds to whatever. So I watched then Robert Downey Jr. and then I used to do similar things. And yeah, I know what you mean. And Norwegian vibe is beautiful. That's how most of us learned English by watching movies. I think Sujan will be that's a very common. Was there any specific word or something that you found really hard to pronounce, or are there any words still?
I remember Vishwavidyalay.
Yeah,
that word I like. And what's funny is when we read texts in class, like Hindi texts, we always stop at an English word written in Hindi, kind of, if that makes sense. Like we can read pretty quickly, and then like we stop and we're like doctor. Because
Doctor, yeah.
so that's still something that happens to this day. Is like you can read, like, now I can read more complicated words in Hindi, but when an English word comes, I have to be like it takes me some time.
What is perception of Norwegian people about India? Like, what do they, and about you being crazy about India?
Well, sadly, it's very stereotypical. Like, people here don't know much about like real India. They only know like the bigger kind of old things that's really like kind of on the surface of it all. So I always try to educate people. I've gotten that question so many times. Like, even the other day, like parso main dukaan pe thi, and there was an old lady who has known me since I was like this small, and she's like, "You're so good at speaking Chinese," and I'm like, "Yeah."
Wow.
So it's like, but that's only happened once. Like, usually people say like, "You speak Indian, you speak Hindu," all these questions, and so they don't really know a lot. So I like to educate them, but they don't really like being educated because I start talking and I never stop. So, but I don't know. A lot of people ask me like, "What are you gonna use this for?" That's the most common. Like, what can you work as with this degree and all? And they only think linguistic. Like, they only think I can become like a translator or something like that. But like, they don't see that you just get a kind of, you get specialized in like India related and Hindi related things. So if I want to work within something political or economical or with like children or grown-ups, whatever, like I can do it all. I'll just have to take like some more classes to get like a more political degree or like sociology degree, and I have that specialization of Hindi that will help me in a job there. So I think we as a society, we have kind of made life a certain way. Like, you go to school, you grow up, you do like, either you go straight to work, or you go to university and all, and then you work and get family, and then you work, and then you'd stop working, and then eventually you die. So when someone else does something other than that, because I'm not, because people now these days are so stressed. Like, if they're 25 and they don't have a education or a job, they get stressed. They're like, "Oh no, I'm getting old, I don't have a job, I should like get settled and all." And I don't stress, because if I continue studying until I'm 30, I'm still going to work for 30 more years. So I would rather study for a little longer time and do small jobs in between, and be sure that I end up with something that I like, than just hustle and like rush into something. So like, take your time. Don't stress. Just because everyone else is doing something. Like, the few of us are certain of what we want to become. We are very few people who will grow up and always thinking, "Okay, I will be a vet," and then just stick with that. There are few people who are like that certain. So just don't stress about it, like, because that's not a good feeling.
सब मोह माया है.
So mobile.
That was really good. That was really good to hear it. Like, क्योंकि ये बातें हम हमेशा बोलते हैं, and it's good to know कि सारा feeling is very universal. This feeling is very universal. And so तुम बता रहे हो कि like मुझे sociology या politics, and that would be an option too. But do you really want to, or would you really want to? Like, do you see yourself working in politics and stuff?
No. No.
What was it all about then?
No, I mean, the thing is, like, I was just like, that's what I use when I explain to people, because you have that opportunity. You have the opportunity to go into all of these different fields.
गालियां कितने सीखी हिंदी में?
यार ये जब can I say the word or
नहीं, बच्चे भी देख रहे हैं शायद, but it's fine.
यार ये L वाला जो word use करती है यार, मेरे को मजा आता है, like proper accent में.
But the thing is, like, I don't know if anyone has told you already, but that doesn't come across as an abusive word
It
at all.
doesn't. It's just
It's
like
so cute. Like मुझे ऐसा लगा इतना प्यार से बोली.
वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ
See, I
ये
don't really like that. Whenever I give golly, people are like, "Oh, you're so cute." Like, I'm not
I
trying to
know.
be cute. If I give golly, I'm angry. Don't like comment. Oh, itna pyar ye to wo gali de rahi hai. Like, I'm not trying to be cute.
I don't blame them at all. I don't blame them because it's hard to take you serious. Like
I
when
know,
you
but I want to.
तो the way अभी तू 5 गालियां देगी ना तो यहाँ पे जितने लोग बैठे हैं किसी को कोई फर्क
सब ताली मारेंगे actually. ओए
I know. Even before
बोली
I came out, some friends of mine was like, "Give some gali also, na. Give some gali also. Gali de na." It's like no.
I don't know. I feel like it's real, right? India में जब मुंबई में थी तू, like it was the sick. That's how you speak, right, to your friends. हर एक sentence में 2-3 गाली तो होता है या तो.
Yeah, I have friends who say like every other word is a gali.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the thing for me is kind of natural also, because if you ask a Norwegian person to say one stereotypical thing about a North Norwegian person, they will say they swear a lot. They give a lot of gali. So I do that in my own language. So naturally I will do that in Hindi also. But I'm a very sanskari ladki na. So when I'm with people's family, I'm very nice. I'm very like polite and well behaved. But I can when I'm with friends, थोड़ा सा अलग ही कहानी होगी. But yeah.
थोड़ा सा तेरा सारा कहानी दिखता है. थोड़ा सा
पर मैं हमेशा प्यार से बोलती हूँ ना. प्यार से गाली देती हूँ.
प्यार से गाली देती है.
Yeah. Not always, but
अमोल बोल रहा है maybe give half गाली in Hindi and rest in English. अमोल भाई वो सेम ही रहेगा ना.
क्रिएटिविटी निकल रहा है यार. हेलो.
I can give you gali in Norwegian. You know, we have swear.
What's your favorite गाली?
In Norwegian?
Hindi.
I don't know. I don't have a favorite. They're all so unique. They're like all different moods.
फिर भी.
But I always say like, you know that bank wala admi na, he went viral 2 years ago when the reporter was asking like, तुम बाहर कर रहे हो, like he said like अरे मैं माँ चूड़ी पहनी है. Like he's my like, okay, so when I had Tinder, because I had Tinder in India for some period, he was my third picture. I had his picture on my Tinder profile. And then people would comment about it like Babu hai mera. Babu hai mera.
But that guy was a mood. Honestly, that was a mood.
Yeah.
I don't know if Arjun knows about that guy. So, demonetization के time का video है, I think. So वो ATM के line में सब लोग खड़े हैं. And the reporter goes to a guy asking के आपको कैसा लग रहा है like demonetization? He was like क्या बताएं बाबू वहाँ चुदी बढ़ी है. Live telecast में.
And then the best part is that the reporter responds, okay, शायद वो सुना नहीं है, and then he moves on to the next person.
Swiftly moving on.
Because it's like live TV. And there's a guy in the background. He starts laughing. I'll send you the link now. I can't believe you haven't watched it. You should be ashamed.
I know.
The national treasure.
I'm being told. Oh. I watch it. I'm just not. I'm so embarrassed in front of you.
Don't be.
अच्छा अमालिया, मुझे ये चीज है ना एक लाइक एक कुछ स्टोरी बताओ ना, ऐसा कुछ हुआ हो आपके साथ कि आप दिस इज द जनरल परसेप्शन ऑफ इंडियंस कि भाई गोरों को हिंदी नहीं आती है, सो बट दे टॉक अबाउट यू व्हेनेवर दे सी यू, राइट? तो ऐसा कभी एक्सपीरियंस हुआ है कि लाइक यू आर इन अ ट्रेन और समथिंग एंड समवन इज टॉकिंग अबाउट यू इन हिंदी थिंकिंग, तो ऐसा कुछ फनी इंसिडेंट बताओ ना.
Yeah, I have a funny story from Delhi.
Okay, go on.
इसमें कुछ गाली है. So I was like arguing with 2 rickshaw wallahs in Delhi because they tried to get like, I was going for 3 minutes, okay? Only 3 minutes, and they wanted 300 rupees.
Okay.
And I was like, nahi hoga. And I didn't speak Hindi to them because I was alone now, and so usually I start with English, so if something will happen, they don't know that I speak Hindi because it's kind of like a safety net. And so they were like arguing back and forth, and the one rickshaw wala, he said like, madam, my friend here, he will take you for 250 rupees. And I was like, no. And then they turned to each other and they were like, "Are kitne bhenchod hai ye?" And I was like, "Kya bola tumne?" And he's like, "Oh, Hindi aati hai aapko?" I was like, "haan ji aati hai, sab kuch samajh gayi." And he's like, "Oh, sorry madam, theek hai, आइए madam, 100 rupees." So still it was like expensive, but he lowered like straight from 150. I was like, ठीक है.
मतलब पैसे भी बच रहे, देखो ये फायदा है हिंदी जानने का.
Yeah, वो दिल्ली वाले लोग यार. That has never happened in Vasa in Mumbai. Actually, they give me genuine prizes there actually. So then it makes me like I get like an Indian feel, like, oh, they view me as an Indian. like अरे दिल में इतना गर्व होता है यार.
तू bargain करती है?
Yeah, I do, but I haven't needed to do it with rickshaw wallahs in Vasa in Mumbai. And all that, because they give genuine prices. Like they don't like try to give me tourist price kind of. But I don't go to tourist places.
वैसे ही तो मीटर से ही चलता है ना वहाँ पे तो.
No, they don't really use it. No, I asked before. I like, can you take me here? And he says, haha. And then he tries to go and it's like, itna. He's like, Chinese. And I was like, okay. So it's like, it's nice. But yeah, I don't really go to tourist places. Like I've been to Mumbai 5 times, but I've never gone to Marine Drive. So I'm not like, I mean, obviously I should. I just haven't done it yet because I go kind of like to small places, I guess. But maybe that's why it hasn't happened yet. But
sick, man.
There are a couple of questions, guys. If you haven't liked my stream as yet, please कर दो यार, और channel भी subscribe कर दो, तो हम अगले हफ्ते से आपको पता चल जाए.
दो friends like कर दो,
please. Amol is asking, ma'am, I wanna know, how does language help you with understanding people and country?
Well, if you speak to a person in English, in a foreign language, you speak to his brain. If you speak to with his native language, you speak to his heart.
Whoa,
so
shit.
ये मेरा quote नहीं है, इतना होशियार नहीं हूँ मैं.
अच्छा यार, छोड़ दे.
किसका quote बता दो तो I can use it because I will need it in future. So किसका?
Okay, yeah, use it. But yeah, I mean, obviously language opens up to the culture.
Okay.
Obviously, for me it does that. Like I understand a lot more now. Even now, when I look back at videos that I have of my friends and all speaking Hindi with each other, which I didn't understand fully at that time. Like when I rewatch it, I like, aha, okay, that's what I meant. Then the situation made more sense, kind of. So it's like you understand people more, and people want to understand you more, I feel. So I don't know, I'm not good with words. but like yeah, I would say it just opens up to the culture in a different way than if you don't speak the language.
I know. I think communication. So if you are talking to someone, like let's say if we both know English and वो जो channel है एक, but if I was to talk to you in your native language, तो बहुत सारे दूसरे channels खुल जाते हैं. So the communication flows very वो बहुत organic communication हो जाता है. वहाँ पे कोई obstacles नहीं है वहाँ पे. So I know exactly what you mean, and it's
and when you learn a new language now, you can watch more memes. You understand more memes. So yes, सबसे मतलब बात है यार.
बता अपना अभी का कौन सा meme चल रहा है अच्छा वाला? What's your favorite?
Do I have a favorite meme? अरे Arnab. Sorry, babu. Yeah, Arnab, and then he's like pretty going around right now, with the which a drug stuff, which you know all that. Yeah.
Salman Khan.
Yeah. And then, but favorite memes. I mean, there's a Herafiri meme for every situation. Like.
Sometimes I feel freaking that movie was made for memes. Like.
Yeah. And then I also like that Pakistani admi who said in an interview, like, my answer is same, no difference. That one also is fun.
But then there was this Pakistani uncle watching cricket ke ground mein.
The one who stands like this.
Yeah, disappointed man.
I've seen that video. It's hilarious.
So, मुझे recently memes from Mirzapur, they are really fun. Pankaj Tripathi memes, all the Pankaj Tripathi memes. I just love that guy. And of course, Nawaz. You just posted something Nawaz ka, right? Aaj or kal, what was that?
कौन सा?
कुछ तो किया था about your calisthenics thingy, training. कि बहुत दर्द पड़ेगा है something, मरना क्या है तेरे को, something like that.
अच्छा हाँ वही yeah. Yeah,
But
that's from. But isn't that from
Sacred Games.
Sacred Games? Yeah.
Sacred Games.
हाँ देखा है. Yeah.
Okay, कुछ पूछ रहा है, what's your favorite Bollywood actress?
See, I don't have a favorite movie actor. Like either I like it or I don't like it, and it's all from different reasons, kind of. Like I can't say that I have a favorite song either because there's so many I like and they're all unique in one way. And if you favorite one, I feel like that kind of. Yeah, I don't like to favorite things.
So but I've seen a lot of Gujarati songs on your what we call stories.
Yeah.
Was it because of the Navratri or you love Gujarati music?
I started listening to Gujarati songs like mostly this summer, but I've had Gujarati songs in my playlist since last year. See, my playlists are like divided. So I have an own playlist for Bengali and Telugu, Gujarati, Assamese, all of these languages. So they're kind of like, because they all give me a different feel. So whatever I want to listen to, I listen to. But yeah, Gujarati has been a lot of Gujarati songs because I think Garba songs has to be some of my favorite because they're so energetic. And when I listen to it now, I go crazy.
No, you don't say.
No, I was playing Garba music for my mom when we were driving. She almost threw me out of the car. She was like, "Bahut ho gaya tera." Like bunker goes. What?
Your parents?
No, she doesn't speak Hindi.
Okay. She just gave us a Hindi translation. Okay.
Yeah, I just gave like what it would be like equivalent to. Yeah, she almost like drew after her. I was like, okay. So that's something I miss when I'm here now because I listen to music 24/7. You will not see me without my headphones almost. And whenever I'm at a party here now, I'm like, because people here don't really dance. They just sit around and they listen to music in background. And if I dare to like say, can I put on some music? Everyone's like, no. So it's really boring now because they don't relate to it the same as me. So when I'm in India or with Indian friends and I can like put on music, like that's when I'm the happiest. Like I get so happy because like they enjoy it as much as I do. So I just sit there like this and I just get like all teary-eyed because I have someone to share it with now. I have someone to share it with.
So इसी बात पे गाने हो जाए यार. एक दो तो हो जाए यार.
You can rap as well, right? He can give you beats and you can rap, no?
I don't freestyle. Are you crazy? I'm pagal ho gaya.
No, don't freestyle. Go Emmy way or Divine or whatever you like.
Emmy way.
Yeah, Kambhari.
No, I know more Emmy way than I know Kambhari.
Okay, go on.
I didn't say I was gonna do it. शर्म आ रही है मुझे.
यार कर ले यार. क्या शर्म कर रही है यार. Go on, man.
Okay, wait.
You're waiting.
कौन सा गा रही है वो बता दो.
Wait, that गली के कुत्ता. I've learned this one.
Oh, divine this.
बहुत गंदा गाना है. It's like he wrote this for Divine actually.
समझ में आया क्या?
नहीं, that one I don't like know that well. I know गली के कुत्ते.
Okay, go on.
Please.
Come on.
Guys, whoever wants
Wait, okay.
sing गली के कुत्ते, please हमें बताओ comment से. Deepshika has a very interesting question. Deepshika, we will come to that in a sec. Yes. गली के कुत्ते.
Please, I say this is शर्म आ रही मुझे.
यार क्या
Oh, my heart is going tuck 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 tuck.
तुझे शर्म अपना कभी यार एक काम कर गोरी छोरी का अकाउंट दे उसकी
इंस्टाग्राम
स्टोरी
अकाउंट दिखा यार, इसको खुद का इंस्टाग्राम अकाउंट
अरे
दिखा।
पहले तो दारू दे दो ना पहले तो।
क्या पौवा चाहिए?
Question is what?
क्वेश्चन मैं बताऊंगा पर उसके बाद तुझे गाना तो गाना ही है, ठीक है ना?
मैं नहीं गाऊंगी।
यस यू विल। तो क्वेश्चन आ रहा है, काफी सीरियस क्वेश्चन है, उसके बाद थोड़ा मूड लाइटन करना ही पड़ेगा वैसे हमें। सो लेट्स सोशियो कल्चरल practices in your home country is so contrasted to what we have in here. Norway is one of the most progressive places in the world. So what's your vision or hope for India?
I think what India and Norway has in common is that farmers should be more appreciated. Both here, it's a problem here, and I know it's a problem in India also. So I would say my vision for India kind of reflects also the vision for Norway. Kind of, it's like common problem. But I don't know if that was the question. Like my vision for India, is it like what I want to India to progress in?
Yeah. I think that's the gist that I'm getting from the question.
Well, yeah, I want better support and just for people to be more grateful to the farmers, and also to state like the obvious problems like girls' safety and all that, for people's mind to progress a little bit. I think you need better education when it comes to like sexual education, for example, puberty, to learn to think in school, because you can actually learn how to think. You should learn to be critical to things you hear, and also you should have like, because we have like, I remember I was only 12, 13 years old when they started with sexual education in Norway, and I think that's important that it just gets talked about now, that it's not a taboo. So obviously that's one thing I think should be worked on, because eventually I think that will lead to a more safe society and environment, because there will be education in the topics. There will be more knowledge.
I think she has extended the question like in terms of women equality, political representation, LGBT community, and so on. I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean it's important things, and we're not at all good. Like there's a lot of bad people here, like uneducated people here in Norway also. Like most of the problems I've faced have been here, obviously, not only because it's my home, but because people here also, there's also uneducated bad people who want to take advantage of you here also. So like we have a long way to go. Just like I don't like to glorify my country, because we have a lot to work on, even though it might be different things. So I don't like to say one is better than the other at all.
I don't think the question is around that anyway. In comparison, but from your experience, what do you think? Like, what should be changed? Like from a external point of view, like because you were not like you're not from here. You came here from a different country. You saw the culture and people's behavior towards all these things. And what do you think? What should change in terms of what? Yeah. If you have answer, if you don't want to, it's completely okay.
नहीं, पर थोड़ा सा सोचना पड़ेगा मुझे.
इसके पीछे भी दूसरा भी सवाल है. If you experienced a major cultural shock when you visited India first, how has your life experience changed since?
See, that's the fun thing, because I didn't have a cultural shock. I'd never gone to India before, but everything kind of felt very natural. I said that I lived in the US for a year, and the US society is much more alike Norway than India's. But still, I had more problems adjusting there than I did here. No, in India, I mean. So I don't know. I just felt like kind of I was at home now. It was just a good vibe. I felt like I didn't feel I had to adjust a lot. Like, it wasn't difficult me to adjust to the food and to adjust to like the different kind of standards and things now, because I have a very open mind when it comes to it, and like I want to learn, I want to explore, and I want to do it the Indian way now. So I think that helps me.
I think when she went pro, she didn't get culture shock. Culture got shocked. Literally. Because
I think people get a cultural shock through me.
Yeah. So I don't think, even before that question, I never would have thought you would have got a culture shock, because you have embedded it so much.
I've never even had a bad stomach in India, and I've eaten a lot of weird things. I tell you that. It's funny because I've gone with friends who has been there like more than me, like white people, and they're both vegetarian. I'm not vegetarian, but like, so vegetarian food is usually more safe now, at least for foreigners. But I mean, I ate whatever. They were not fine. I was fine. So I was like, so it's kind of like, even my tummy is a little Indian, I think.
Good for it.
तेरा पुनर्जन्म हुआ है, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's what I tell people ना. I was like, पिछले जीवन में मैं Indian थी, पक्का.
तेरा फेवरेट खाना कौन सा है? अमोल पूछ रहा है. And खाना बस बता ना, अभी इतना डिप्लोमेटिक बनने की जरूरत नहीं है. You're not going to.
I don't like Hindi.
What do you like, Baba?
I like everything except Hindi.
So okay, if I say one thing that you would just eat right now, one thing, you go India, the first thing that you want to eat.
Paratha.
There you go.
Hakka noodles. And Hakka noodles. I like Hakka noodles.
Hakka noodles वो जो street वाले.
Huh?
Yeah, the one was
Street, obviously.
Okay.
Those are banging actually. I actually like them too.
I love
noodles, vada pav bhaji. Like, you know, just give me something. Like, I love bread. So like anything. What is Kerala paratha?
Yeah, I'm gone, man. Stop it.
I have a funny story later. I was in Kerala with my friends, and we were eating fish and all and paratha. And like, they came and gave us more and more as we wanted. Now, I think I ate 12. And the guy was making the paratha. He's like, she wants more. And I was like, and he's like, okay.
For people who don't know, Kerala parota is actually much more layered than parathas.
I know.
Yeah.
Parathas is
bahut hi alag hai. I've actually made Kerala paratha, but it was good. But it was not like super good, but it was
You had 12.
Huh?
You had 12.
I ate 12, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But that's when I stopped counting at least.
Next level. तो क्या याद दिला दिया वाह.
मैं याद दिलाता हूँ. रुक जा.
Okay.
एमी में गली के कुत्ते.
Yeah, she's my boy. Let's go.
जो भी 15 लोग हमें अभी और देख रहे हैं, I love you guys. Thank you so much.
How many people are even here?
15-20 fluctuate हो रहे हैं, but we have 15 people right now watching us. I love you all. And वापस से ये है ना, मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, ये मैंने YouTube लाइव स्ट्रीम शुरू किया था तो उसके इंस्ट्रक्शन में था कि हर 15-20 मिनट में अपने ऑडियंस को बोलते रहो कि स्ट्रीम को लाइक करो, अगर चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया हो तो कर लो और अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करो. So I'm doing.
Exactly.
Okay. So एमी में बंटाई वेट कर रहे हैं और उसके बाद
यार रहने दो, ये इतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है.
It is important, Baba. Like
तू अगर एमी में करती है, I'll do divine. Deal.
Yeah, that's a rap battle हो रहा है यहाँ पे, divine और female version.
Rap battle कुछ battle नहीं हो रहा है, just like making her comfortable, that's all.
No. I don't worry. सच में मेरे को नहीं करना यार.
एक सब लोग बोल रहे हैं, go for it.
तू फंस गई है.
अच्छा अभी अमालिया लोगों को बता दे कि मैं ऐसे ही फन वे में तुझे गोरी छोरी नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. That's your Instagram handle. I was hearing comments saying कि तू racist क्यों है, वो white है.
सुनना,
हाँ बता.
एक इंडियन ने बताया मुझे कि गोरी छोरी है आप. You should make that your Instagram handle. So I was like, ठीक है, करेंगे. I don't mean to be racist. Like, what the heck? Why would I even spend 5 years of my, like, the best time of my life just about India if I was racist against India? Like, what is that? And वैसे भी ना, I like the darker ones. I like everyone in India, but Ghala wala. So I'm not racist at all.
You're just your preference बयां कर रही है अपना. That's about it.
Now, preference is first and foremost Indian. But yeah, I don't. If you're like a little color, I don't get. That's a society created problem. You have people like Priyanka Chopra who like have that glorification of the white one screen game. It's stupid, yeah. Like, you should be proud of your skin, nah. What do like? And people ask me like, what do you look for in a boy? Like, how should he look? And I say like, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. अगर दिल साफ है, अगर दिल अच्छा है तो ठीक है. यही सबसे जरूरी बात है मेरे लिए. बाकी तो रहने दो यार. So I'm not trying to be racist. If it's racist, I'll change it. If it's racist, I never meant it like. So if you feel that, तो माफ कर दो मुझे. That was not the point of it. मेरा मतलब वो नहीं था. It's just like, but tell everyone who writes songs to stop using Gori then, because they also na.
That's true.
And that's also a part of creating the stigma.
I think already बहुत सारे लोग बहुत सारी चीजें बोल रहे हैं उस लाइन पे. मुझे कभी एक अच्छा सा डिस्कशन रखना है उस टॉपिक पर कभी रखेंगे. Because it's just too much. मुझे लगता है कि as a nation we love getting offended. That's our national pastime now. कुछ भी.
It's everyone here also.
कुछ भी like अभी ये पूरा डिस्कशन चल रहा है about fireworks and some people are like fireworks ban होने चाहिए, other people are like
yeah. I mean, it's about people's safety with pollution and with corona. It has nothing to do with religion. It's just like, but there's always people who's gonna
उनको हर चीज को communal angle देना है, हर चीज को.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Anyway, Bantai.
यार
Yeah, it's his birthday today as well, right?
Huh?
It's his birthday today as well, right? Anyways.
हाँ.
Yo, ये तो फिर disrespect हो जाएगा मीडिया.
Let go. Anyway. क्या शर्मा रही है? Like लोगों को मैंने बोला तू एंटरटेनर होके यहाँ पे तू बैठ के शर्माएगी तो फिर तो हो रहा.
But I'm in control now. When I post it, I post videos that I've made before. I'm honest.
It doesn't matter, yo. You can easily mess up. It's fine. Perfectionist, छोड़ दे perfection को.
Don't use my own words against me. No, I don't want to.
Yo.
Please.
चलना Gori, चलना. Like we have literally 6 minutes. I have to end the stream in 6 minutes. Yeah. तो गाना गाते हैं, फिर आप एक अच्छा सा संदेश दे दो सबको.
Have you heard that one beautiful song?
Keda?
That's called Tere Gaand Mein Danda De. Sunna hai?
Yes, I've heard it. I love it. You can sing that song.
I'm not singing at all.
इरशाद.
आज तो अभी इधर आएगी यार मेरे लैपटॉप कंप्यूटर के अंदर से.
Like, you're making me sweat right now. No, I have.
Okay, चलो छोरी शर्मा रही है. That's fine. So जिन लोगों को Amalie का गाना सुनना है, उनका मैं Instagram handle मैं मेरे सोशल मीडिया पे है ऑलरेडी, मेरी स्टोरी. So make sure you follow her. तुम्हें डेली डोज ऑफ एंटरटेनमेंट चाहिए तो इतनी शर्मीली नहीं है वहाँ पे.
Exactly. अपने पेज में काफी कॉन्फिडेंट है ये.
काफी कॉन्फिडेंट. अच्छा, कुछ फन अभी इस साल बॉलीवुड में कुछ फन देखा?
I showed my dad 3 Idiots the other day.
हाँ.
Watch. उसको अच्छा लगा.
अच्छा
That was fun. Yeah, अच्छा लगा.
अभी तुझसे तो मैं पूछ नहीं सकता ना तेरा फेवरेट बॉलीवुड मूवी कौन सा है, तू
फेवरेट
डिप्लोमेटिक
नहीं है उमेश, कोई फेवरेट नहीं है, समझा
कोई
करो।
favorite नहीं है. I mean, I like Three Idiots. I like a lot of movies.
एग्जैक्टली. अच्छा
Sorry.
Top 3 movies.
actors.
My favorite is Student of the Year 2 with Shraddha. मजाक था वो बिल्कुल आई नहीं था प्रोड्यूसर.
I judged you so hard for 2 minutes. Like
This
literally.
stream
अरे
didn't
सॉरी
happen.
मैं सीरीज नहीं रह सकती ना, बहुत टाइम हो गया, 1 घंटे हो गया ना, सो नाउ आई एम स्टार्टिंग टू लाइक.
तो स्ट्रीम तो अभी शुरू होना चाहिए.
हाँ
स्ट्रीम अभी शुरू होना चाहिए.
या.
अच्छा विक्की कौशल और राजकुमार राव.
राजकुमार राव. Because he's underrepresented, so it's like if we see more of him, then I think he will blow more.
I think Vicky Kaushal is like that. I feel like.
Vicky
I feel
Kaushal,
like
bro,
both
he
are
is
like
doing
that.
bits. He's
Oh.
gone to Dharma now, so
Oh.
Bhai Sahib is
I mean,
banging.
I like both.
वही I was expecting that answer. मैं अभी 10 एक्टर्स का नाम लूंगा तो बोलेगी I like 10.
I like all of them.
I like both. Both
Are you
I like everyone. Salman Boy is my favorite.
Oh shit.
Rajkumar Rao is underrated, people are saying. What about Bahubali? Have you watched Bahubali?
Bahubali. I think so. Yeah. Wait, what movie is that again? Describe it to me. I have to think.
That how do I explain Bahubali?
Yeah, Bahubali is one of the biggest Indian movie out there, man, right now.
The Telugu film which got translated to, it has 2 parts.
Yeah, I watched it. It's with Akshay Kumar and it's no.
That's the robot, the 2.0.
Oh, that's Rajnikant.
That's the Rajnikant.
No, I'm thinking about, I'm thinking about a different movie. Bahubali. Name. I started watching it, but I had just eaten some homemade Indian food. I was with my friend. I fell asleep.
It could be the film too.
But they wanted to watch it dubbed, and I don't like that. If I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna watch it in original, and the original is Telugu. So
Telugu abhi aati nahi hai.
To be honest, the first part of Bahubali is quite done. You have to get to like the half of the movie to then.
Yeah. But my tummy was so full, I fell asleep.
चलता है, समझता हूँ मैं. It's okay.
अच्छा कौन सी मूवी तू बार-बार देखती है बॉलीवुड की?
I don't know why so many people think I watch so many films. I don't. I just listen to music.
कौन सा गाना तू बार-बार सुनती है?
A lot. No, okay. So I kind of always go back to Tum Tak, which is a very basic song. And then, but there's so many. Have you seen my playlists?
नहीं तू
You
शेयर.
can't pick
कौन सा तुम तक?
from Ranjana.
Ranjana.
Yeah. Whoa.
Okay. Yeah, Ranjana ka music was really good. The movie
Yeah,
was,
and I like the music in there's a lot of good movies who have good soundtracks, and there's a lot of bad movies who have good soundtracks.
Yeah.
So because I don't really, I have watched less than 20 Bollywood movies. I think maybe just like 12, 13. I haven't even counted. Like I don't watch that many movies actually. So a lot of people think I started this whole India thing because of Bollywood and all. Like I'm like a crazy like Shah Rukh Khan, but I'm not like that. Nah, that's not what got me started. I like Shah Rukh Khan. No disrespect to him. That's not what I meant. But the thing is, like, I'm not like one of those crazy like white people who's like Bollywood Shah Rukh Khan. I want to be one of those dancers in the background and all. Like so I don't really watch a lot of movies. It's more the music to me. So I stay updated on the movies and all. But I like Chichore. Chichore was a good movie.
Chichore, yes. I love the way you pronounced it.
Chichore. Nice. I heard it too. I clocked it too, bro. I'm embarrassed नहीं करते हैं बंदी को. It's okay.
How do you expect me to rap in Hindi when I can't even pronounce the movie?
You can. तूने आज ही एमिवे का कुछ डाला है स्टोरी में, मैंने देखा.
Exactly, यार. You let Amalie down. I want to let you know Anyway, कहीं बैठ के रो रहा है कि you could have made his birthday, but you didn't.
You did it.
Everybody won't see this.
He
What
was,
if he does?
यार बोला अर्जुन ने है तो डिसरिस्पेक्ट मेरी कर रही है, शर्म नहीं आती तेरे को?
Oh, don't use that against me.
Watch. Hemingway's gonna watch this, bro. Do something, Umesh. Hemingway's gotta watch this. Hemingway, bro. Happy birthday, by the way. That's from
Okay,
me.
wait now. Can I have this song in the background at least?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, 1 minute दे दो मुझे.
Yeah, cheese.
Then you should be happy because
Hemingway's birthday. This for Hemingway. Remember that.
I don't know why you think it's so important.
I just wanna make you sing somehow, basically.
अरे मेरा चेहरा पूरा लाल हो जाएगा, ठीक है? बस just be
Done. I'll match you with my hat.
Okay, can we get some likes for Amalia? She is about to sing Gali ke kutte, I think. Yes.
just the beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
Beginning shoot.
Yeah, I'm connecting now because my computer is a little stupid. But I've been really good. I have like almost said Gali a lot of times, but I haven't.
Good.
तुम
Good. अच्छा, तू संस्कारी बच्ची बन के बैठी है इसमें.
I bet they're like really happy when you call them bache. Okay.
या कौन? I'm waiting. वो म्यूजिक के साथ तैयार हो गया.
I don't know how it's gonna be in the background now. Okay, let's see how it
Yes, okay.
how it gets. See, that's wrong. Okay. Is this okay volume? Can you hear it?
Yes.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, let's see. I can't believe I'm doing this. आओ मत करे चूस के कदम कर हा कुट दे जम कर बाग चुदी गिरे सारे कम कर माइक पे गिरा ऐसा लमर कर मैंने तो वन टेक में लेबल का वर्क कर साला मैंने चिप पे गले के कुट मुझे दार कर पेस मत की नाम मेरे जिंदगी में बात कर नाम नहीं लिया मुझे मालूम तेरे पास पीट के मैं बाप सा पटी कर तेरे मस्त दोस्त के सलों में तेरे दिया मैंने 10 तक पटी थी तेरी किसने दसाएगा ऐसे लग रहा है तू किसने दिखाएगा फिर से दिखाएगा तू लकी पटेली तू फिर से दिखाएगा बन की बातों से सोए कितने तेरा से लग रहा है बातों से तेरी चुपू का व्यूज. Okay, I'm not doing anymore.
Yeah, man.
मचाएंगे.
I haven't done that in a long time either.
That was good.
That was really good.
No, it was not. But okay, now let's pretend that never happened. Aage.
It is all recorded. Internet never forgets.
That's it.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be up for like.
And I can't even edit this. It's gonna be there forever.
Okay, I've done worse things.
सब लोग तारीफ कर रहे हैं आपकी. So awesome. All right, I think 1.5 घंटा हो चुका है. Wow. Everyone is तारीफ. Awesome. All right.
Wow.
Amalia ji, thank you so much. हमारे साथ आज जुड़ने के लिए. हम होप करते हैं कि हमारा चैनल और बड़ा हो जाए. लाइक इन 2-3 महीने वी मीट अगेन जहाँ पे हमारे साथ 18-19 हजार लोग और बैठे हों.
Yes.
आपका आशीर्वाद रहा तो.
आपने ख्याल रखिए. Thank you for joining in.
आपका मैसेज जो लोग हमें देख रहे हैं या जो लोग ये वीडियो आप बाद में देखेंगे, कुछ कहना चाहेंगे आप सबको? On the
एक दूसरे को प्यार दे दो. Be nice and be considerate and remember to check in with your friends.
True.
Just that.
Boom.
और हसल.
And I'm not a racist.
Yeah. My name is Amalie. I'm not a racist.
You can call me Amna. Am मेरा nickname है.
Am. You're mango people.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm just as sweet as I'm mango. No.
Nice.
Yeah.
So चलो एंड करते हैं स्ट्रीम को. हम सब आप दोनों हमारे लाइव पे आए, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. आप लोग हमारे फॉलोअर्स को बोल दो कि हमारा चैनल को लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब कर दे प्लीज.
यार उमेश के चैनल को लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब कर लो यार, बहुत देर से बोल
अगर
रहा है
नहीं-
यार बहुत देर से
अगर
बोल
नहीं
रहा है,
करेंगे-
हर 15-20 मिनट में बोल रहा है यार।
मेरे को रूल्स बताए गए, आई एम जस्ट
I know rules
रूल्स।
सही में रूल्स है यार।
सही में रूल्स।
अगर
सॉरी
अगर तुम लोग सब्सक्राइब नहीं करेंगे ना तो चूतिया लोगे तुम लोग।
बात खत्म, एंड द वीडियो देयर ब्रो। खटे
क्या प्यारे चूतिया। ओके लेट्स गो नाउ।
ओए नहीं नो डिप्लोमेसी देयर।
हैप्पी दिवाली ऑल ऑफ यू, मजे करो।
Yo it was so nice to see you and keep the
Nice to
energy
see you.
going.
थैंक
चलो।
यू अमालिया।